Hi girls, welcome to video 2 or day 2 of our squad ramp up to help you get your business started as a new distributor. You have just finished a video, either you've just finished it or watched it yesterday that Kristen Ray did on your basics, which was your signing up your kits and just a run through of your very basics. So the very next thing that we're going to talk about is launching launching on Facebook. Because of the age of social media, this is a really, really great and effective way to announce to your friends, family, coworkers, and the general universe that you are the new LipSense representative. You may be in an area where there are no other LipSense or Synergence distributors. I was in the same boat, and and social media and Facebook really helped me to launch my business and to get all the information out there. So launching on Facebook, you do want to create a group, not a business page. I think that a business page can be valuable, and you can link that and have that up as well. If you wanted to boost a post or to promote those with ads, you can. But to start with, I think to keep it very simple and create a Facebook group. You can get a lot of traffic in that way, and you can add people, and they're easier to find and easier to manage. You can create events within those groups. You can change how those are set up. I would suggest the type of group that you have is to make that a close friends group. What that does is it enables and kind of tells Facebook that that's a group of your close friends, and so they're probably all going to want to see your post. We do see a higher traffic with that, so that is suggested and something that you can do as you set that up. I think, as we talked about in the last video, you do want to set up to launch on Facebook and in person. You may not have a upline that can help you, and when I say we or I, you may be my direct downline, and you may be in my third, fourth, fifth, and maybe even sixth or seventh downline, or maybe even on our team and just utilizing these videos from a fellow distributor, which is perfect, and we're so glad that you're here. But you may not have a distributor that is close enough to you to help you with your launch, and that's okay. I didn't have that either, so you can actually still do an in-home demo at the same time, and we'll talk about that in the next video. And so for right now, we'll just talk about your Facebook group. When you start that group, you'll have to add one person. So add your direct upline. If that person, and that's who you signed up underneath, if they're for any reason not active or not on Facebook, go to their direct upline and so forth to get that person added. Then what you want to do before you add any of your friends is to preload any collages, albums that you want. I do suggest putting in our beauty book, which did come in your new distributor kit, and it does have a breakdown of all of our products, has a lot of really great information in it. I do suggest setting up an album that is our beauty book. The next one I would do would be of all of our colors and our glosses. You can search any of the upline pages that we've added you to. If you go to info and then go to photos, and then you'll find an albums tab. Scroll through there are collages, there are individual pictures, and you can add those, the ones that you like the best. The next thing that you want to do is to possibly even do a video. These are really, really beneficial. They get a lot of traffic, and people love to see you and your personality in that group. There are a ton of videos floating around, but the best thing that you can do is to go live in your own page, or to preload a little quick video of application, or of rubbing your lips and how awesome it is. I have on 3 layers of Fly Girl because somebody will ask. And to preload that on your page, then to do a kind of welcome post. Now, when you go to add people into your page, there are 2 different ways you can do this, and it's your business, and it's totally up to you and what you think is most beneficial and what you're comfortable with, because everybody has a different level that they're comfortable with. For me personally, I went through when I was ready to start my page, and I added every single female on my friends list. I just went through, I sat one night, and I selected them all and added them all to my Facebook group. And that way I knew that I wasn't adding somebody twice, and I wanted the maximum exposure. So that is what I did. Then I did a welcome post and just stated, I'm so excited that you're here. I've added you to my LipSense group because I've decided to jump on board and sell a product that I love, and then you can do your 18-hour lip color, smudge proof, budge proof, kiss proof, not coming off on my baby's heads, perfect for a busy mom like myself. That gives people the option to kind of know what they're looking at what they're getting into. And then I just said, I added you. If you're not comfortable staying, please feel free to leave with no hard feelings, but I do hope you stay and learn a little bit about this product that I love so much. And keep it really simple. That way people have an out, and then you've kind of laid that groundwork to not have people get mad because they were added to a group. The other thing that you can do is to create a group, add your close friends, and then you can share that group and ask people to join it. Again, that's your level of comfort, and it's your business to run and to make that decision. So once you have created your group and you've loaded all your albums, added all your friends, added everyone that you're going to add, you want to create an event within that group. The great thing about that is that the event, you can choose to have the invitation sent to everyone in that group. You're going to pick, and there's two ways so that you can do this. You can choose to do the Facebook launch at the same time, or maybe the day after or 2 days after your in-home demo. You can choose to have it for one day and it be like a 1 hour party, or you can choose to kind of quote, run that party for the week. In my experience, and I'll talk a little bit about scheduling and I'll tell you more about that here in a minute. In my experience, at least what I have and what I prefer, you guys are gonna hear me say that a lot because not everyone prefers to do it this way. This is just my personal opinion, and you'll find what works for you in your life and your situation. I still work a job and I have 3 small children, so I cannot always engage on the Facebook and remember to post, and it gets kind of crazy. So what I like to do is I will schedule out posts, and they are labeled, quote, pre-party posts, and they are numbered so that anybody that wants to scroll back through those posts to see all the information, I start pre-posting. It can be 4 days in advance. For me, the magic number has been 3 to 3.5 days. Just little teaser posts, little tiny bits of information, some fun things, maybe a funny post. And what that does is kind of get people intrigued. And then I set up a 1 hour. I like to do it on Sunday nights. It seems to be, or Thursdays. That seems to be kind of be like an easy time that folks are always home on Sundays. There's no conflict too much with anything else, and they can just join in for 1 hour. Or be watching it for 1 hour, because lots of people are on Facebook on Sunday evenings getting ready for the week and relaxing. So then I do it for 1 hour, and then when that hour starts, I like my new distributor, or I will, if I'm your direct upliner, I'm helping to run your party, that I will go live either right before that or the day of within that party, or even at the beginning of that party. That really helps engagement too. People kind of like to tune in when it's live, and then they'll continue to see those posts. Just doing a quick about. Then what I already have in there is scheduled posts. Sometimes those are up to 15 posts within that hour. They happen in sequence. They are again numbered, and again, the scheduling. So that way that those posts are scheduled within that hour, and then at the end of that time, it's order time, and everyone can place in their orders. Some people have a Google form. You can ask questions about that, and we can get into that later. A Google form to submit orders. Some people will message you, some people will comment. The Google form can be a really good way to submit it, and then that Google form will export those entries into a Google spreadsheet, which is amazing and a really good way to keep track of things within your business. So scheduling posts, there are 2 sites that I'm currently working with. Right now I'm actively working with tinytorch.com. That is not an app. You do have to get on a computer, and it's tiny, T-I-N-Y, torch, T-O-R-C-H.com. There is a free version and a paid version. What the difference is you can either have a post with multiple pictures as a slideshow for Facebook, and it will allow you to post to more groups and more posts a day if you have the paid version. For me, it's a business expense. I think I pay $10 a month, and that's more than worth it to have these posts scheduled out and to kind of help organize my life and organize launching distributors. The second website is Post My Party. This is something that was just brought up from another set of leaders, and they really love it. So I'm looking into that. You can also schedule posts and create templates, and then those templates can be shared. So in both ways, with Tiny Torch, you can search by a person's name, and I am on there. I'm Lindsay Bourne Green, or you can search for Kristen Tidwell. I think it's Kristen Ray Tidwell. And you can look at our posts that we already have in there. Still those when you're first getting started, but do keep in mind that you're going to want to tweak those as your own and what you like better. You may create new graphics. Some people are really awesome with that. It's not my deal, but I did recreate some new graphics and lay things out the way that I like them. So as you get into it, you'll manage that how you like it. So I will let you know which one of those I like better. Those are two really, really valuable resources. And post my party, it does cost. I think you can get the first 14 days free, which is what I'm doing right now to try it out. And then I believe it's $10, $11, $12 a month. Again, I'm going to write this off on my taxes, and it's considered a business, literally a business expense for me to help run my business. So I'll let you know about that. Something else to do as your party leads up, you are going to want to start messaging directly. Don't do big group messages. Try to message people directly. Friends, family that you know, and just totally be honest. You don't have to make it like a, hey, come by from my party, but instead ask them at your Facebook as you get started. Say, hey, if you can help me out, I'm launching on Facebook. I'm really nervous that nobody's going to show up. I'm nervous that nobody's going to like and comment. Can you help me out? Show me some love, like, comment, and just participate. What that also does is it helps show Facebook that, hey, this post is interesting. It's a whole algorithm that this post is interesting, and therefore more people will see that. So be totally honest and just let them know that you're trying to help generate more traffic in your group as you launch your side business. And I think that honesty goes a really, really long way. So do that personal follow-up. You can do fun games. That's not really something that I do a lot of. Some people love them. So make it your own, make it fun. Make the wording your own, because those do come off and people read those as if you're speaking it because they're thinking about you when they're reading it. So do really try to make that your own. Something different. Let's see. Some people like to do a giveaway. I've done it both ways, and I'll tell you, I think it's been more beneficial to have a giveaway of something that's not a Synergence product. You can do makeup brushes or a makeup bag, and I think that maybe is more beneficial than giving away free product, because you still want to generate new customers and new business. That's something to think about. There are some websites such as Wish.com, Amazon, that you can get things pretty inexpensive and have some nice little giveaways in that way. So if you're first starting and you don't have stock, if you've not placed an order for stock beforehand, something to keep in mind when you place your order at the end of your party, there is an option to upgrade to 2-day shipping. It is a fee, I think it's $15, but you have customers that either are really excited about their colors or maybe have never tried Lipsense. So you want to get it in their hands as soon as possible. We are in an instant gratification culture, and people love to have things instantly. You can also take orders throughout your party. If you choose to have a party one night to order from, you may have somebody that says, hey, I think I'm ready to order. This is the color that I want. Take their order. If you have it in your stock, get it to them. If not, then do be thinking about placing that order within that set time frame, and people want to get those. They really don't want to wait for those. So do consider that 2-day shipping turnaround time. Now, what's also important about that is that you may be shipping to some customers, so you want to get that in and turn it around. Something else to think about is that processing time. They do not process new orders on the weekend. Sometimes they're still filling orders, but they're not processing new orders. So do keep that in mind, that you probably want to place your orders, and you can place them on the weekend, but just keep that in mind, that a really good time to place those is in the mornings before noon, because generally on a business day, Monday through Friday, if you place those before noon, they'll get processed that same day. Generally speaking, Monday through Thursday is a really good time frame that you can place those orders and not get the system jammed up. Please, 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 please avoid the last day of the month. This gets really crazy with people trying to get in last minute orders, and I tell everyone to avoid that at all costs because it can slow down the processing time. Synergence does give us up to 72 hours of processing time, which can happen, and that's why they have that in there, but they're generally faster than that. So do avoid those time frames. Then at the end of the party, make sure that when people place an order that you do a thank you and you tag them in it. Thank you, Jane Doe, for your order of roseberry. I know it's going to look great on you. Thank you for your order of your foundation and whatever it is. That then those people are tagged in that post. Their friends are going to see it. And somebody else may be like, oh, well, if they're ordering roseberry, maybe I'm going to order that too. Or that's a really good color. Then when people start to get their orders, you can say, hey, the FedEx truck is here. I've got my colors. Post a picture of just opening that. Do that opening live. Something kind of fun to get that excitement. And then let them know, hey, if you're going to be in my neighborhood, come pick up your order. I've got new testers. Come try out this other color that I've added. hey, I've got some makeup foundation testers, come match that. And that's a really good way to turn around and to add to your business in that way by just having fun and sharing your love for products with those. I think that's everything I have. I'm keeping this to 15 minutes. If you know me, that's a challenge. Next up, you're going to, Kristen Ray will talk in more detail about launching in person and doing your launch demo in person. And that's really beneficial. Even if you don't have an upline close to you that can get to you, you still want to do that. And we have zero doubts that you can rock that on your own. So we'll see you again here in another video or two. Thanks, guys.